Have you ever felt trapped by your flaws or mistakes, as though you're living in a prison of your own making? What if I told you that even the most broken among us have the power to transform, to heal, and to shine? This is the story of Alaric, a once proud prince cursed into a monstrous form, and Elina, a woman who saw the beauty hidden within the beast. Their tale is not just one of love but of redemption, courage, and the power to see beyond appearances. In a grand but decaying castle, hidden deep in the heart of a dark forest, lived Alaric, a prince cursed by his own arrogance. The curse came not from a random spell but from the pain he had caused others, a reflection of his own selfishness. He had grown bitter and monstrous, both in appearance and heart. Meanwhile, in a nearby village, Elina struggled to support her ailing father and younger siblings. Known for her intelligence and kindness, she was often misunderstood and ridiculed by those who valued only material wealth. Her dreams of escaping her small, judgmental world seemed impossible. One fateful night, Alaric's enchanted castle drew Elina's father, who stumbled into its grounds seeking shelter from a storm. Alaric, seeing the man as an intruder, demanded a price for his life, a debt that could only be repaid by Elina herself. When her father returned home with the tale, Elina made the ultimate sacrifice, offering herself to Alaric in exchange for her father's freedom. Alaric was cruel and distant, hiding his pain behind anger. Elina, though terrified, refused to let fear define her. She explored the castle and began to uncover fragments of Alaric's past, paintings of a happy boy, books filled with dreams, and broken mirrors that reflected more than just a monster. Their interactions were tense. Alaric lashed out, afraid of her judgment, while Elina confronted him with quiet strength. Slowly, they began to see each other not as enemies but as individuals fighting their own battles. A turning point came when Elina found a dying rose in the castle garden. She nurtured it back to health, much like she began to nurture Alaric's wounded soul. In moments of vulnerability, Alaric shared the truth about his curse. It was not imposed by magic but by the consequences of his selfish choices. Elina, too, shared her fears and dreams. She spoke of feeling unseen and undervalued in her village, of her longing to create a life of purpose. Together, they began to grow. Alaric started to change, not because he sought to break his curse, but because he wanted to be better for Elina. One day, Elina received news that her father was gravely ill. Alaric, knowing it might mean losing her forever, allowed her to leave the castle. His selfless act marked the moment the curse began to crack, not through a spell but through genuine love and growth. In the village, Elina defended Alaric's name when rumors spread of a monster in the forest. She spoke of his kindness and humanity, inspiring others to rethink their judgments. Elina returned to the castle, finding it glowing with life and light. Alaric had transformed, not into a prince but into a man with courage, humility, and a renewed sense of purpose. Together, they realized that beauty was not about perfection but about the willingness to grow and heal. The beauty and the beast are within us all. Our flaws may seem insurmountable, but they are the stepping stones to our greatest transformation. True love, whether for ourselves or others, begins when we choose to see beyond the surface. As the story closes, the image of Elina and Alaric standing in the castle garden, surrounded by blooming roses, reminds us that even the darkest places can blossom with light. What part of this story resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever experienced a moment where your struggles became your greatest strength? Let us know below. If this inspired you, like, subscribe, and